Thank you, Jordan and Allison. Our next student speaker is the president of the senior class, Jeffrey Leclerc. Jeffrey will be attending Georgetown University in the fall.
No.
No, we can stick with Georgetown, that's fine.
Oh, where's his jacket?
Okay. Before I start, I'd like to call Mr. Costanzi and Mr. Tatro, our class advisors. On behalf of the class of 2015, we present to you this gift as a token of our appreciation for your dedication and your continued support. We cannot thank you enough. We will now provide a period of silence for personal thoughts.
I didn't hear that.
4 years ago, I began an amazing relationship. Something about her was different. In the beginning, everything about her and our relationship was beautiful. We spent at least 5 days a week together, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours a day. I loved her. I enjoyed seeing her. I woke up every morning happy to have the opportunity to spend another day with her. I found that even when I was not with her, I was doing things just to make her happy. Recently, however, things have changed. I don't enjoy seeing her anymore. I find myself standing her up, just blatantly not showing up on dates without any real excuse. When we are together, the minutes feel like hours, the hours like days. Over the last few weeks, I have realized this relationship is a black cloud, and I have nothing to show for my devotion. I'm starting to feel as though I am ready to move on. I don't resent her, and I appreciate everything we have been through together. However, I'm not strong enough to end it on my own. And every time I try, she changes the subject. I need your help. I want my girlfriend of 4 years to know that as of right now, this relationship is over. I am done. Her name is Agawam High School. Somebody check to make sure Jen's still breathing. Just messing with you, Jen, I love you. Over the last few weeks, a few people have come up to me and told me how excited they are for this speech. Excited for how funny it's going to be. I was going to change it up, make this very heartfelt and sentimental, but unfortunately, tissues aren't in the budget. To be honest, I think the administrators are the only people more nervous for this speech than I am. I mean, I know it's a little hot in here, but they're over there sweating worse than Christmas Eve at prom. Hold on one more second. There are a few more people I would like to thank. First, Northeastern University for giving a note excusing my absence that did not have a date on it. Secondly, I would like to thank Chester Carlton, the inventor of the photocopier. And lastly, I would like to thank Mr. Schnepp, who actually believed that I visited Northeastern 18 times. For many of us, this day will be one of the most nostalgic moments we've experienced up to this point. But for now, like Jordan said, it's momentous. So keeping with that theme, let's speed it up. 12 years in 2 paragraphs. Here we go. Paragraph 1, middle school. The end. Paragraph 2. I'm just kidding. Do you remember middle school? Over the course of our years through this school system, we've always been willing to take risks. Our 2 years at the middle school were not about education, they were about Foursquare. For the first time in our young lives, we had understood what it felt like to be willing to risk it all. Because nothing was more important than owning the Foursquare court. From there, it was on to junior high, where we risked everything for the ice cream. The ice cream line, that is. I'm pretty sure Mr. Donovan had ambulances on call, waiting for the next injury, which resulted from our 12-year-old selves trying to be the first ones in line. And then we went virtual. Junior high was the peak of the like my status for a truth is, in which we would pour our hearts out to our fellow classmates on Facebook. I lied on most of those, by the way. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. From there, graduated to the high school. We moved on to Throwback Thursday, posting Instagram pictures of the infamous pep rallies, which A, never failed to be chaotic, and B, will always serve as our #1 source of brownie pride. And just to set the record straight, we did win our junior year. But my favorite, without a doubt, is the Women Crush Wednesday, which will forever be dominated by Mary Murray. We love you, Miss Murray. But now, out of nowhere and against all odds, we're sitting here at graduation. But, however, this day is about more than our past. As we make our way across the stage later today, hopefully safely, Lord Rinaldi, we'll be taking our very first steps into our future. I would like to use this time in front of you to share a couple of the things I have learned in my time here at AHS, other than how to park in the parking lot. The first is the common misconception of happiness. Happiness is not something you have. Happiness is not a destination. Happiness is more like hunger. It is not tangible, nor is it permanent. It is only temporary. It comes and it goes, and it is our time spent hungry that allows us to develop a greater appreciation for our meals. Look, good and bad is going to happen. That is just a cliche fact of life. So eat up when your plate is full, and when it is empty, do not let that tear you down, but use it as motivation to work harder. And in the time when your plate is full, always be willing to share just a little bit with someone else. As we continue to move forward and grow, you'll soon realize that life is not about how many followers you have on Twitter, or how many people liked your Instagram photo, which was probably filtered, but more so about uncovering your passions and spending time doing things the way you think life should be spent. In the words of Dr. Seuss, which have been used in every graduation speech since this school was built, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Life is about doing what you want, spending time the way you think life should be lived, and not trying to overly impress people. Continue to explore your own individuality, always maintaining an open mind and allowing those with similarities to gravitate towards you. Stand up for what you believe in, and remember that the first person to run through the wall will always come out the bloodiest on the other side. Never be afraid to run through that wall, for the satisfaction of making it to the other side will always outweigh the pain. Over these 4 years, I've come to the conclusion that the wealthiest place in our society is a graveyard. Too many people are buried with their dreams, ideas that possibly could have changed the world, but instead were exchanged for mediocrity because somebody feared being the first to run through the wall. I don't mean to act like I have it all figured out, because trust me, I don't. I too am afraid of the future. I haven't read a book since the Magic Treehouse series in 3rd grade. I put the fun in fundamentally incapable. And I don't have any marketable skills other than doing the morning announcements. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Lemansky, I'm still waiting on that letter of recommendation. The only real advice I can offer you about your future is that today, when you walk out of this commencement ceremony to find your parents and loved ones looking at you with tears in their eyes, that would be the most opportune time to ask for money. In 2015, we are, and always will be, the greatest class to walk through this school. This is Jeff Leclerc, signing off. Thank you for everything. Heck,
Thank you, Jeff. Our final student speaker is a valedictorian of the class of 2015, Veronica Rubek. Veronica will be attending New York University in the fall.